let's talk about crypto here for a second, right? So with the three of us, like you like it in theory.
In theory, I love it.
And you love it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, WTF are y'all doing? So let's go there.
Yeah.
Mike, why are you so bullish on that?
I see where it's going 10 years from now. Yeah, and what
To zero?
kind of functionality. Well, I don't look at it in terms of Bitcoin. I look at it in terms of it's a new type of technology that has never existed before, and the benefits that it brings to the table. There's already a market for, right? So from a cryptocurrency perspective, it's getting rid of 2 to 3% merchant fees, wire fees, having banks control the in and out points of privacy, like just the economics that it brings to the table from a streamlined perspective and an efficiency perspective. It's already coming. Like Bank of America is the largest patent holder for blockchain tech because they see the writing on the wall. Like as soon as there are alternatives, like the Cash App today is from Square, where you can buy Bitcoin, is the number 6 app on iTunes. So it was number 1 yesterday above YouTube. So I see that as a huge piece. And then I see the 2 other primary segments besides digital money are that it creates digital objects of value for the first time in history. So it's a completely new class of asset and material, basically, where anything in the digital space now doesn't have a ton of value because it can be knocked off, and,
copied,
bootlegged, whatever it may be, hacked.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, if we look at that from a value set just from the software perspective, it's the only software that I know of, and I could be very wrong on this, but from what I'm aware of, that's never been successfully hacked, that's ever been created.
Meaning
Windows has been hacked.
Bitcoin
Apple's
blockchain.
been hacked.
Yeah, right.
Every software on the planet has been hacked, except the Bitcoin blockchain. So there's value there, right? And so now we've got digital objects of value, which means I can turn any object that I want in the physical world into a digital object that has a one-to-one relationship. So that laptop, I can digitize it, put it for sale, transfer ownership to a friend, or whatever it may be. A can of Coke is a great example. I can send you a can of Coke digitally. It's there's a company called BlockV that's doing it from the graphical interface perspective. So you're not dealing with public keys or private keys or any of that. It's literally an icon of Coke on your phone that I can swipe and send to you, and you can hold it up at the gas station and redeem it for an actual can of Coke. Right. So there's a whole new entire economy of digital objects that's coming that'll start in the gaming industry.
And this is going to be huge for intellectual property. Because copyrights and electronic, when you sell a song, right? The song can be copied, the ebook can be copied. Kindle and iTunes, they've done some things to.
Well, let's just take
make that harder,
concert tickets and the fraud and the theft that those companies have to deal with when you go to buy a $500 ticket to an event and somebody's ripped it off. So these will all be handled on the blockchain now. It'll be impossible to counterfeit those. And then the third category that has me super excited is the security tokens. So essentially we'll be able to tokenize any asset, whether it's a business, a piece of real estate, your company, whatever it may be, a car collection, an art collection, a boat, and essentially go through, the SEC is going to have a role in this, thankfully, because they're going to have to keep things legit. But it's essentially going to allow anything to go public. So I can take my company public, you can take yours. We can issue a token that serves as shares, and we can enjoy in that kind of liquidity and appreciation. We can send out dividends to the token holders just automatically via the wallet. There's no intermediaries.
It's crowdfording 2.0.
Well, what it's going to do is it will truly create a global economy that is, there's no third-party intermediaries that are necessary that can interfere in the process. So there's freedom of money for real, not the illusion of it. And it will allow us to invest in an apartment complex in Shanghai from our phone if we want to, right? And raise money for our businesses without having to be one of the 5,000 companies on a stock exchange. So the liquidity and the money and the opportunity that's going to create it around that kind of ecosystem is going to be never before.
It will decentralize and democratize capital flows. Capitalism. Capitalism. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's good.
So this is probably the first time I have ever been excited about crypto. But here's why. The conversation that we've been having has been about the technology, the businesses that will come out of that, the disruption of government. Hallelujah. I mean, this is all great stuff. The technology is incredibly fascinating, and I think it will probably change the world. But when it comes to trying to buy specific coins, I don't understand how anyone thinks that's a good idea. Give me a company that is a means of exchange on the blockchain system. I'm all in.